budgets. And now, you know, the label that put out, you know, the label that put out, the independent label that put out Fall Out Boy is doing a lot better than any hip hop label, because they did their street level work on you know, they did their groundwork and they did their homework about their market. And you know, you don't see a lot of hip hop labels doing that. That's what I'm trying to do with Blacksmith. Hopefully, we can be successful at it.
It will. Yo, top 5 of all time.
That's I don't know. That's too hard of a question. I mean, I can tell you who I like, and it changes depending on my mood. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I like. I mean, I like classic MCs like Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One and Rakim. My chief influences, as far as writing, when I first started, was KRS, Ice Cube, and Q-Tip. You know, as far as MCs, I throw Jay-Z in there, I throw Nas, Tupac, Biggie. I think the best and hardest working MC right now is Black Thought from The Roots. I like Mos Def, I like Common, you know, I like Jean Grey.
Of course you like me. What's a big like thing where Jay-Z was taking a lot of rhymes, he was really explosive, it was like a 6-minute track. And I know you as an MC and a lot of people as MCs don't you know, particularly take too kind to biting. So do you feel like Jigga was really biting like that, or do you feel like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think he was biting at all. I think that song that they made, that 6-minute track, you know, someone did the same thing with Cameron's rhymes, you know what I'm saying? And I heard that too. You could take any MC that's been in the game as long as Jay-Z, 7, 8, 9, 10 albums deep, whatever, how many albums he got, I don't really know off top. But anybody who's been in the game, if they haven't borrowed or been influenced by any other artist, they haven't really been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been in the game that long, you've borrowed all the time. I mean, I do it all the time. When the song Good to You, hey yo, my silent moment, loud as a crack of thunder, I picked that from Nas, Ether. That's like Ether. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's how you make good music. You know what I'm saying? Mr. C was just playing the Lloyd record on the way I was up here, which I love the Lloyd record, Get It Shorty. And but that's from Technotronics. All I really want is that's the Technotronic shit from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you make good music. You take your influences, and Jay-Z just happened to be very, very good at it.
Wow. Five more questions, guys. 5 more. Yo, if you bite, you gotta eat, right?
I mean, I don't think I think that's deeper than biting. I think when you do it like that, the way that Jay-Z has done it in the lyrics, whether he's taking it from Slick Rick or from B.I.G., is done in tribute. If you just taking a lyric and passing it off as your own, I think he makes it clear when he makes his music that is a tribute. If you know the history, then you know. Yeah. If you don't know, you might be like, oh, like I did Niggas La La off the Mims beat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my fans never heard of Mims, don't listen to the radio. So they hit me like, yo, this dude Mims is biting off of you. Or why you biting off of Mims? Why you dissing Mims? And people take it somewhere because they're not really familiar with what's really going on with the music.
I gotta ask you, man. I know this is about Blacksmith right now, but will we ever see another Black Star album?
I mean, I hope so.
Can you talk about when you're not here and when you're not doing music? What are you doing? The humanistic side of who you are.
You know, I have children, and I have a life that, you know, my social life is my job. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I go out, especially with this label, like I represent this label. But you know, I try to balance my time between party life and family life and rap life and family life. You know.
Okay, last question.
Right, I got one.
Make it good.
Tell them. All right. How do you feel about the radio stations of today? How they're not giving props to the underground artists, and they won't give any airplay to an artist such as yourself, but they'll give airplay to such new artists coming out that don't have the clout you have? Do you feel that it's going to switch, or?
No, they don't have to. They don't owe me anything. They corporations, and their bottom line is to make money. They have nothing invested in hip hop culture. So I can't really get mad at the music they play. If they decide that merengue is the music of the streets, then Hot 97 is to be the home of merengue. You know what I'm saying? It's not about hip hop at all.
What do you think about the label and being involved hands-on with new artists?
I mean, I'm just learning. You know, my eardrum ain't even dropped yet, so I can't really say what it's really been like. Right now, I'm enjoying the fact that I've been able to, because of my career and because of the internet and because of doing shows, I've been able to spread my buzz about this label without going through the normal channels or having a video on or a song in rotation. And that's why I can't get mad at the radio, you know what I'm saying, because I see what it is already. But you know, I'll let you know in a couple years.
Best of luck.
One question, how do you feel about the effects of hip-hop on your children as they're coming up? Like, what it's going to and how they're going to come up?
I mean, you know, I love it. I mean, hip-hop had a positive effect on me. And I went out and searched through my own records, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was my son's age, I was listening to, you know, the Public Enemy, but I was listening to Ice-T, The Power. I was looking at the cover with Darlene on the cover, and you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, that's what I was doing when I was my son's age. So I know that, you know, he gonna be doing that soon. So it's you know, it is what it is. As long as you raise your children properly, they'll be able to tell right from wrong, good from bad.
Cop Shop, first time here. What do you think about
Oh yeah. I love the Cop Shop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been holding me down since day one. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got stickers from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? DJ, this is my man Reason right here, right? What's the other DJ name?
Mickey Nas.
Yeah, he was playing songs I ain't never heard that I did. I was like, what was that? You know? But you know, I appreciate the support for real, and I'm glad that y'all have me out here, man. And you know, it took a long time to get here, but it's definitely worth it, man. And I plan on coming back.
He's going on tour right now. He's been on the Virgin Mega Tour 2007, hitting I think 34 states. Go online, virginmegatour.com. You can check it out. See exactly where he's gonna be. He's gonna be in your town real soon. So come out and support the Blacksmith movement. Talib Kweli, Jean Grae, Strong Arm Steady. You know what it is.
Now, what other records are coming out from the label?
We got the Jean Grae project coming out, the Prom Date, the Genius album that she did with Madlib is out. You can get that on the internet. You know, she already dropped something for the people's out there. Hop something real free, keeping it real, true to the base hip hop. SAS is dropping soon too. West Coast hip hop. That's still the Ag. That's my dude Krondon, and the Blood meets the Slick. So holla at your boy. Sign out, Brandon from Blacksmith, aka Info. Sign out.